helped review and edit hundreds of essays for the University of California and the Common App for college apps. And one of the biggest struggles that students have is how to write a compelling and powerful conclusion to their essays. This also applies to supplemental essays for all of the private schools and some public that require those. So today I want to talk about the three biggest qualities for excellently written conclusions for your college app essays. In a conclusion, the first thing you want to do is a simple restatement of your hypothesis from the opening of the essay. Your hypothesis should have answered the prompt, and it should include the three biggest characteristics that you possess that address the prompt you're answering. So in general, I advocate for three main points that you're going to elaborate on in the essay. In the conclusion, you want to restate that in a little bit different tone now that the reader has already digested the rest of the essay. You want to make sure it's very clear you're answering the prompt and you have a distinct point of view about how you relate to that prompt. The second thing that you want to do is you want a forward-looking statement about what you as a high school student will do to add value to the academic community and the extracurricular community and even the community at large where that university is. So I'm a big fan of even using the phrase looking forward. I am excited to X, Y, and Z, things that all tie into the characteristics that you have outlined in that particular essay. The third most compelling thing you can do in your conclusion is a little writing trick called bookending. And bookending simply means that you take an element, it might be a physical thing or a phrase or a place or an activity that you mentioned in your opening of the essay, and you are going to directly reference it in the conclusion of the essay. Okay, now we're going to look at an example to put this lesson in action. We are going to go ahead and focus on an example using Common App prompt number 2, which is the obstacle prompt, where a student writes about encountering an obstacle that is fundamental to later success. How did it affect the student and what did they learn from the experience? So I'm going to use a hypothetical example. And we are going to combine a slice of life story plus a hypothesis that answers the prompt as our opening paragraph. Walking down Elm Street with my best friend Darla, I was giddy to get home to tell my mom about the fall dance recital we signed up for. I never anticipated that I would have to withdraw from the show due to the $350 cost of required costumes. Now we go into our hypothesis. The oldest of 3 siblings raised in a modest 3-bedroom ranch in West Covina, I was upset and embarrassed, but soon realized I was not alone in experiencing the financial hardship that comes with some extracurricular interests when another friend had to drop out too. And now we are going to highlight 3 characteristics that we are going to expand on in the body of the essay. I learned that I needed to build up my financial IQ, figure out how to help others who want to dance but at a lower price tag, and explore alternate activities during high school that cost nothing. Those are the 3 characteristics that I am going to highlight in the body of my essay, and there are a lot of directions that we can go to explore that, including the students' academic experiences, different extracurricular activities, as well as community service, highlighting a need to help those who are underserved. Okay, now we're going to move to the conclusion for our same example essay. The recipe here is a restatement of the hypothesis that answers the prompt, plus a forward-looking statement for when that student is on the college campus, and ending with some form of bookend from the opening story. What we've written here is the realization of my family's economic situation ended up changing my perspective on money as I signed up for economics and got a job at McDonald's, quickly learning just how many hours it takes to pay for $350 of costumes for most people. The new creative endeavors I explored, like being on theater crew for our spring play, was so rewarding and opened up a new community of friends. Looking forward, I'm eager to develop my knowledge about the world of finance and accounting through my major and plan to continue my involvement in local theater. And now for the bookend. And the next time I want to dance, it will be at a no costumes required dance-a-thon on campus, having fun with friends and supporting a good cause. So we can see in this example, although it's missing all of the body paragraphs, that there's a lot of room to interpret this student's story and expand and make it fit their particular academic and extracurricular profile. But mostly we are focusing on an education around financial awareness and a family's economic situation, and kind of a story about maturing through a situation that they went through. So there's a lot of ways to write this. A lot of students can do it in different ways, but we are still using this recipe of always answering the prompt with 3 main characteristics that you want to highlight in the essay. And then when you conclude, having a forward-looking statement and a bookend from the opener. I'm Susan with Type A Essays, and if you have any questions, please pop them in the comments below, and do visit my website, typeaessays.com, for more information and free resources that are available to all students. And have a great day.